Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. And after seeing these indicators, the bottom indicators, I don't know if I'm in the pipe 555. But we're going to go over them, right? There is some positive news, there is some negative news, right? But I think, right, all these indicators really come from a message from Powell, who says one thing, right, to all the Bitcoin hodlers. You want to hear what he has to say? I'll play a clip from Powell speaking to all those Bitcoin hodlers out there who are hodling strong.
Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror.
All right, he's telling us all to walk away from our Bitcoin, right? And you know what? We're just not going to listen. We're going to hold on to our Bitcoins. We're going to hodl. We're going to dollar cost average into this. If this market gives us another 6 months of horror, we're still going to buy. We're still going to save. We're going to hold our Bitcoins no matter what, because we know it's going to be money, and there's no stopping it. Sorry, Colin Powell. That's just the way it is. We are hodlers for life, for life. All right, so I'm going to start off today's show, right, talking about some of those indicators, and then going to the trades for the day. So yes, so remember, if you want to trade, you could head over to okx.davincij15.com or bybit.davincij15.com. Both of them giving you massive, massive, massive deposit bonuses if you sign up right now, right? OKX with 40K and Bybit with 30K. So you could get like 70K of trading power. Boom. Just like that. That's crazy. These offers are not going to last forever. So make sure you take advantage of them. Okay. Let's go on to the charts. You can see that, woof. Wow, this indicator is the realized price. Let me just explain what the realized price is, right? Basically, it's the market cap, right, of all the prices. Was basically taking the price of all Bitcoin. I think this actually excludes the Satoshi 1 million coins, right? And divides it by the amount of coins, right, generated. So how many coins are there? What's the market cap? What's the total amount of coins, right? And we divide that, and then we figure out basically how many people are people more in profit or people are less in profit. That's what it really actually figures out. And you can see we've been like it's been obvious since June, when we dropped below 20K. It was like, yeah, a lot of people are out of profit. A lot. And the last time we had this thing that we had an extended time in below this was the 2013, after the 2013 bull market, and we lasted about a year. We did touch the line a few times, so don't be surprised if we touched the line quite a few times. We pumped to 20K or something like that. If this were to continue, if we had to repeat the worst case scenario, I think we can see it really pumped to 20K a few times before we actually take off. So we might pump to 20K, come back to 16, bump up to 20K, and back to 16 a few times before we actually see Bitcoin take off. It's unfortunate if that happens, but it gives you an opportunity to work hard and buy and save Bitcoin, because that's what a lot of people did when they watched my show, when they were learning about Bitcoin back in the 2000, in this area here. A lot of people just bought, right, dollar cost average, and then they did extremely well up here. So this is your time. This is your time. This green zone is your time to buy and hold for the big run, which will be coming in 2024, 2025. So you might as well be patient, right? Might as well work hard and buy and save Bitcoin, because that major move, right, up to like possibly even 100K, well over 100K, well over 100K is coming. Okay, let's go on to another indicator, which basically gives us the number, another indicator that gives us, okay, are people in profit? And as you can see, right, this blue line is the people who are in profit, and the green one is people who are in loss. And now you can see there's more people losing than there are people in profit. So there's still people in profit, like, I don't know, people who bought at $1. And then there's the people who are not, right? So that's where we are with Bitcoin right now. Okay, so the next and final indicator is the pi cycle indicator. The pi cycle indicator flashed a while ago that we were at the bottom, and then we obviously went down from there. That's the first time probably the pi cycle indicator has done that, but there's not much like detailed long-term information with bottoms with the pi cycle indicator. There's only two other examples of that. Let's see, maybe we can go further back. No, we can see, right, this the pi cycle indicator, it flashed here, but then a year later flashed here, and then obviously it was really quick on this one, right? Only a few months, right? After it flashed, that we started to see a bounce, right? So you could say like 3 months later, boom, we're off to the races. Right now we are. It's actually been 6 months already, and is this going to take another 6 months? Well, if we take a look at this trend line, we can see that at least we are probably at the absolute lows. Absolute lows. So we could bounce around the lows here for a while, maybe, slowly move ourselves up to the 20K and just like really painfully stay around below the 20K for a while. That's an also possibility. You can see this trend line, we haven't broken through it, except for this Black Swan event, right, which was the COVID. And so, yeah, we can probably, unless there's another Black Swan, like, I don't know, Coinbase, revealing that they don't have any Bitcoin. What a shocker. That's not a Black Swan. That's an obvious thing. So if you think that's a Black Swan, man, you living in La La Land. It's clear they have no crypto. And they've reserved, they have fractional reserved on the crypto, so don't even play. All right, so with that said, right, we could probably go sideways for a while. Maybe we'll have like a crazy dump, right, because of the revelation, right, of some major exchange not having the crypto. Ooh, like that's a revelation. But other than that, we can see that Bitcoin should start to move higher. All right. With that said, let's move on to what we can do with this trade here. Now we see that, Bitcoin is sideways. Really, honestly, now is a time where you just don't do anything. Unfortunately, we're in the point of control. Bitcoin will stay there and trade inside this area for a while, and we have to wait and see and let it, give us some sort of indication of direction that it wants to go. You don't want to trade when there's no trade here, and there is, unfortunately, no trade here for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, it's pretty much the same. But now that I've added the VPVR, what I want to show you here is that it indicates that this area has to be filled. There's two hills here. Remember, I was saying that there's a point of control here around the 61.8 approximately. You see that it's right here as I've predicted, and there is a little bit of a gap here. This gap right here tends to get filled, right? So it has to get filled so that the center, this becomes a point of control right here. This whole center here. Until that gap gets filled, we won't see the market decide to move anywhere, and so we can get more sideways action. This is indicating more sideways action for Ethereum as well. Let's go back and see that on Bitcoin, if that's the case, because we haven't looked at that. let's see where we are. Okay, well, Bitcoin has filled in its VPVR here nicely, and you can see that right now. Let's see if you, let's just zoom out a little bit, and let's hide the rest of the indicators. Yep. So right now it's probably has to fill this gap. So we could have like a really slow movement as we fill in this whole area here between the 18,000, 19,000 and the 16 or 17,000. That sucks. So that we could actually see Bitcoin just like chop in that range for quite some time. Oh man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? And then Ethereum might do exactly the same because it's probably got that bigger. Yep, now there we go. So we could end up doing this whole range as well too. Oh, bearer of bad news, man. Just don't shoot the messenger, right? We could end up with a long-term, another 6 months of just like boring chop, up, down, up, down, up, down for quite some time, based on the bottoming indicators. Which means that, you know what, gives you an opportunity to buy, to accumulate both Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long haul, because these coins, these cryptocurrencies, are not going away. They're here to stay. They're here a part of our economy and will replace our financial system. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Absolutely, that's happening. Why? It's because our financial system is broken. It cannot last. It will collapse, and it will be replaced. And people will use what's best for them, hands down, every single time. Now, you can say, no, they're gonna force it down our throats. Yeah, that's just like they forced us to use horses, right? Instead of cars. How did that work out? That's not gonna happen. So this is why Bitcoin and Ethereum will be part of our financial system, and no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.